If you've been at youth for the past couple weeks, you've noticed that we've kind of talked about this little theme that's going on, and that theme being time. Now, something that's really precious to us, especially as students, we give it up. We take from it. We want to exchange it for money. Like, time is our most precious commodity to us. It's literally the only thing we have to bargain with in order to exchange for video games or sports or favors from mom and dad, doing chores, whatever it may be. But this past Friday, we talked about something that was very important, and that was one of our leaders, Alex, shared that with us, is being intentional with our time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I find it really tough to be intentional with my time. I get so distracted, whether it's Kate showing me something cool on Animal Crossing, whether it's me getting distracted by hockey highlights or projects I gotta do at home, like chores I have to do. Time really takes a lot out of you, and it's before you know it, the day is over, and you almost feel guilty. I don't know if you guys ever feel this, but this guilt that you're like, oh, like, you know, I didn't read my Bible, or I didn't do that. But I wanted to encourage you with something today, that life isn't this regimented, put a block inside of another. You know, we're really encouraged by like the words of Paul saying, you are the same God yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And you know what's really encouraging about that is just knowing that, like, you know, just because we didn't get those 5 minutes like we've been encouraging each other to do, it doesn't mean that we're just gonna restart from the back, or like, you know, like you're respawning at the beginning of a game, or like, you know, when you haven't played a sport in a long time, or when you haven't drawn, it feels really unfamiliar at the beginning. It doesn't mean we start all the way back. It's consistent, no matter what. That's the one thing we can take away from this season, is that there's been one consistency in our life. Whether we've spent 5 minutes or 5 hours with him, he's still there. And I just wanted to encourage you this morning, guys, that no matter what, he's always going to be there, regardless of your situation, regardless of how much or how little time you've spent with him. God's got nothing but time for you. So on Friday, I posed a challenge, right? And this is something I really want to encourage you youth with this week, is just take 5 minutes a day. Whether it's your first waking up, or 5 minutes before you go to bed, whether it's listening to the Bible, listening to music, 5 minutes, right? That's one YouTube video, right? That's a blip on the radar of things. But if you just say this week, every day this week, I'm going to take 5 minutes, and I'm either going to pray, I'm going to journal, I'm going to read scripture, whatever that may be. I just want to challenge you guys this week to take those 5 minutes. And then you come back to me on Friday or next week. You can throw a comment below and just tell me how different your week was. So instead of thinking of this like a challenge, think of it like an experiment, right? What are we trying to achieve? We don't know, right? This is like a hypothesis without a goal. But I just want to see how it affects your life this week. So I encourage you, just take that 5 minutes, and we'll talk about it next week and see how that worked out for you.